hell just because I've watched a Disney movie. If I go to hell, it's because I've killed someone or I've done something horrible in my life. If I've been mean to people, if I've committed adultery, if I've, been just a really horrible person in my life, if I've been really mean to people, then I would go to hell. I know that, but for me, being a Catholic Christian, number one, I don't think anybody is damned even if they commit suicide. I think the only unforgivable sin, and they teach you this in church, the only unforgivable sin is denouncing God. I'm not saying you personally.
Stopping it there because she pretty much just thinks that, she'll be forgiven because, God forgives everything, but denouncing him or, blasphemy. You got that wrong, Gypsy. You have to show remorse, repent for your sins, no matter how small, how big, and this is a biggie up there. Yeah. This girl. Oh my gosh, you guys. I'm going to try to get through this video. I'm still so sick. My mom was sick when I got her. She got me sick. I hope you guys had a great Christmas. I'm only going to rant for a second because I've not been on. But I want to go over some timelines. There's been a lot. You guys seen probably everything I would want to speak of. I want to speak on a few things. And then maybe even go live tomorrow. I don't know. Sometime this weekend I like to go live with you guys. Let me know in the comments below if you would like a live and let's discuss everything. But I mainly want to speak about some of these videos and how pretty much this is all an act for Gypsy. She's getting her attention. We're going to listen to Bree and how she wants to live a quiet, private life and gave her account away. Pictures from Christmas that she posted, her and Ken. And this is what we see. Her being a coward, running and hiding, playing the victim. And we're also going to hear Nick say that she doesn't ever take accountability either and blames everyone else. And we see that in her videos, apologizing over and over. So let's listen to Audrey's timeline because this is them on the bus during the crime. I just want to hit this really fast and then we'll go over some other videos. And we all know Audaciously Audrey. It is so confusing, these texts, and she, I think, puts it together best. So I'm going to let her explain it, especially with my foggy brain right now with my cold. She is going to describe it to you perfectly and say it perfectly. And then I'll commentate, because I mainly commentate and just throw out my opinions on these facts that we have, right?
We have all seen Nick and Gypsy's text messages before the crime, but for the first time ever, thanks to Into the Weeds podcast, we are now seeing their text messages after the crime. And these text messages took place June 12th while Nick and Gypsy were on the bus on the way to Wisconsin. And I will admit, they are a little disorganized, but it's Nick and Gypsy we're talking about, so are we surprised? Let's get into it. In these text messages, Gypsy is the phone number we see, and Nick is where it says me, and it goes from the bottom up. She says, "Yes, it does, hon." He says, "Having our new life together, do you agree it's exciting, baby? I had to sign in again." "Baby, please answer my question. Having our new life together, do you agree it's exciting, baby?" "Well, duh, my sweet adventure of my life." So Gypsy is calling Nick a sweet adventure. He says, "Okay, dear." And in classic Gypsy style, she responds and says, "The Smex addiction is giving me withdrawals." And Nick, who was pretty much always confused by Gypsy, said, "What does withdrawals feel like, hun?" And she says, "Like I'm wanting to go back there and F-U-C-K you in front of everyone on this bus." And Nick's like, "Well, dear, you'll get the chance to be back here soon." Winky face emoji. And Nick's like, "So you love that truth, babe?" So seductive. And Gypsy says, "Oh yeah, my handsome love stick." Nick says, "Hee hee, you naughty woman of mine." Heart, smiley face, heart. And then he adds, "Yes, dear, we may possibly come while we are on the go." And Gypsy responds, "LOL." And he says, "What's most funny about that, dear?" "I just got your cum text, giggles." And again, Nick's confused and he's like, "Yes, baby, but what's most funny about that, dear?" And she says, "You said cum." And then she says, "The guy in the back won't stop talking about food." And Nick's like, "No, I said come. And I know you want my meat stick badly, sweetheart." And she says, "Yep." And Nick again is confused. He's like, "Yep, what?" And Gypsy says, "Yes, I want your magic stick." I wonder if Gypsy really thought she was in her Little Kim and 50 Cent era here. And Nick says, "We both knew it, dear." Gypsy, winky face. Nick, heart. And then he says, "Hun, it's almost time to sit next to Daddy, heart." And Gypsy responds, "Yay!" And Nick's like, "Hee hee, heart, smiley face." And then Nick asks Gypsy, "Are you still listening to music, heart?" Does anybody want to guess what music she may have been listening to? She says, "Not right now, hun." And he says, "Okay, babe, heart." And then she lets him know, "Almost there." And Nick's like, "That's what I said, hun." And then he says, "Can't wait until you're next to me. This is driving me nuts, hun, heart." Gypsy says, "Me too, darling." And then she says, "I got him now, hun." I think here she's saying she got his text messages. And he says, "Okay, baby." Smiley face. Nick with the heart and a smiley face. And Gypsy with the XOXOXO. Just wait. And Nick says, XOXOXOXOXOXO. I don't wait though, my dear, winky face. And Gypsy comes in hard with the giggles. And Nick says, heart smiley face. Gypsy says, "This ride is almost painful." Nick says, "What do you mean?" "Because it is painful, hun." And she says, "Painful waiting." And he says, "Yes, exactly, hun." And she says, "Oh my God, this is like forever, LOL." And he says, "I know it, babe. It feels that way." And then their last text message that we have is the day of the arrest. And Gypsy texts him, "Hi, baby." Now, I am curious, what are your thoughts about this? How do you feel about how excited Gypsy was after this and how they weren't talking about how they needed to hide who they were, safety, or anything? Instead, their focus was just Smex.
Sorry, it kind of made me a little sick. Do you guys remember in her video, her saying that it was in messages, sorry, text messages, where Gypsy wanted Nick to, and I spoke about it in a previous video, maybe the last or the one before that, where she wanted Nick to, she didn't care if it was in front of everyone on the bus, etc. And he said it, depends on how the situation is, etc. She pretty much saying she wanted to have sex in front of, she didn't care who was around, who was watching. She wanted to do it right there on the bus. This is, in my head, I'm thinking almost there means she's almost there. Like, is that what she's, I don't know, man. Because you don't really know what she's thinking, right? And we know she's like this. Anywho, I want to show you guys really fast the patterns. Again, we've all spoke about the patterns, and Gypsy, who has changed and wanting this quiet life, really not giving a quiet life, right? She's doing it's the exact opposite. And pretty much this is what she does to get the attention, to get And I guess the podcast is still going, even though she gave her account away. So we all seen the apology video to Ryan, and we've seen several videos of her to Nick. And here again, and it's so funny because she fake cries. There's no tears. She's like looking at the camera going, it's hilarious. I cannot. But let's just take a look. Thanks to legitimate job 206. Sorry, I couldn't see it. But let's just then and now. It's the same. She did it with Ryan, she did it with Nick, she did it with Ken, and she did it with these other men. And her boyfriends have some serious past that are concerning. And what's up with the number 13 and everything? And I want to go over her speaking how on the messages she released to Zombie Mom, how she's not a P3DO. She never hurt a child. It doesn't matter. It's in your head. That doesn't go away. That's ingrained in you, and it will stay there. And the fact that Ken, Rod, all of you guys continue to baby this woman, support this woman, dude, I listening and watching these over the past few days, diabolically, this chick should not be within our society. She shouldn't have children. It is terrifying.
I want to be with you forever. I mean, my love doesn't stop when we die. It's all eternity. And I hope you feel the same way. And I know that you love me. I don't doubt that at all. You've shown it time and time again. You've been amazing to me. And for me to hurt you like that, I feel horrible about it. And I'll never do it again. I promise. I'm so sorry, and I hope you'll forgive me. I love you and adore you so much. And to Master Victor, I'm sorry that I hurt Nick, and I'm sorry that I hurt you. I won't do it again. I'll be a good girl. I promise. So to you both, I love and adore you both so much. Have a wonderful day. To say how much I am so sorry about complaining and kind of being a bad girlfriend lately. I know that I've made mistakes in the past. I know that I've been kind of a horrible girlfriend, and I feel horrible about that, but I want to be worthy for both. You've been amazing to me, and for me to hurt you like that, I feel horrible about it, and I'll never do it again. I promise. I'm so sorry, and I hope you'll forgive me. For me, I'd appreciate that, darling. But just please know I'm really sorry about what I said on Facebook on that comment. Please be merciful. Please forgive me. I need you. I need you to forgive me, please. I want you to know that I'm very, very sorry about disappointing you. That was never my intention. My only intention was to not make you disappointed. I'm so sorry that I've been such a horrible girlfriend. I'm so sorry that I've made so many mistakes. First off, I'm so sorry. I never, ever wanted to hurt you. I never have done it on purpose and never will do it on purpose. It was always on accident. It was always because I was... And I'm just sorry. I'm sorry that you fell in love with a piece of shit like me.
I'm sorry, you guys. Yeah, that might be the only honest thing she's ever said, and it's not even honest. She's just trying to manipulate him and Ryan with his fake. Came back with the supposed. We all seen Sheena post. Oh, we got messages where Ryan was texting her old phone number. He didn't know she changed her number. And first of all, This is so made up, so far-fetched, so dumb that they did this and made these. And even if it's real, who cares? We all know he's a simp. But you'll never convince me that those aren't fake texts. You can't prove it's right. You cannot prove it. It is dumb. It's dumb. He acts like I don't know, he don't know what it is, but he threatens to reveal these texts that he's been getting, and he could break a family up. But he's not. He's going to take the high road again because he's an idiot. Sorry, I'll take that back. Oh my God. I'm like so over this, you guys. I have no idea. But again, the patterns, right? So now let's get into the P3DO crap. Let's not forget, now, you know, FBI herself, who now has Gypsy's account, and you know what? All she cares about is she's got 9 million followers. They're not hers. It's not people who like her. Half of them are bots. She says they're not. Somebody says, I didn't even know you could buy that. You can't buy that many bots. Yes, you can. How do you think these musicians, rappers, celebrities, they have been called out and caught several times having millions of followers on Instagram, TikTok, everywhere, right? It just doesn't work on YouTube. Yes, they're fake breed, but she just now got all the Facebook text messages, which I'm gonna say this. I do not care at this point what he said to her. I do not. She keeps saying she has the mind of a 13-year-old. She's manipulating him. The bottom line for me is, I don't care who you are. If you think you're going to tell me to make a video, oh, I broke up with him, and you made that video with pleasure about offering up your 13-year-old daughter with him. And here I was so confused in one of the videos, like, I know your soulmate is your little sis. That's another flipping alter ego of hers. I was like, I didn't know he had a sister. Did he? No, he doesn't. It's her. She has this warped, weird fascination and ancestrally. Let me just get to it. So, I know this is from Becca Scoops. This is No Market 7691. Again, that was the last one. Sorry, I meant to tell you that. But just listen to this again, because I'm going to show you the video. But I want to point this specific part out first. And it's initially from Becca. Into the Weeds has released it also. So thank you to everybody.
I'm your slave. Yes, I'm your lover. But I'm also kind of like your daughter.
She's also like his daughter. She offers up their firstborn daughter. She sent nudes to her father. Let's not forget the phone call in Prison to Rod where she said she knows that, you know, they're father and daughter, and she wants that father-daughter relationship to build and grow, but she wants it to go beyond that. She wants it to be more than that. She wants more than a father-daughter relationship with her dad. Rod was speechless also. Let's listen to a little more of this video, okay? Okay, so I just want y'all to listen to this video again really fast. This is from Into the Weeds and 1980 Millennial. They did a live. Audaciously Audrey is on here, and I'm sorry I can't I have to look at the name of the other. And actually, baby comes in later. I don't think she's on here yet. But let's just listen to this really fast. I just want to make sure I don't leave anybody out.
11/2/2013. That is the date modified.
At 8:14 p.m.
At 8:14 p.m. Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna press play.
Hi, Master.
Echo.
It is your slave, Gypsy. I'm making you this video because I made a really, really bad mistake. I didn't check to make sure that you were fully pleased. I wasn't observant. And for that, I was punished. I had to spend a couple of days without talking to you, or hearing from you rather, or Nick. And that is only part.
I just want to. My son was sick too, but I just want to mention how she, in these videos, is always begging for forgiveness. She's messed up, and he's not talking to her for a few days. He's been ignoring her, not responding, not engaging with her. He's done, right? So if that's the case, and he's so scary and, etc., why are you begging him to speak to you? Again, the narrative she sells, no, it's just, it's dumb. It's all her. She even tries to make herself sound like him, like, I have the mind of a 13-year-old. I'm sorry. Because she knows he has the mind of a younger person. Knows that he has autism. Knows that he doesn't understand things the way she does. But let's not forget now. She doesn't love him. She said this. She never loved him. And she was talking to 4 or 5 other men at the same time she's talking to Nick. At the same time. And telling them all the same thing. Just remember that. I just wanted to point that out. Oops, sorry.
Part of the punishment. The other part was that I couldn't talk to Nick. And I can't do that. I can't be away from him for very long. So I'm making this video as soon as I could. When I'm away from my soulmate, I can't.
If you noticed that right there, because they showed some text messages before this, and it says she digitally isolated him. She did. She was going into his account, intercepting his friends' messages, and deleting them, and he never seen them. They would ask him to go do things, and he wouldn't even know it. He had no idea. Remember, she changed the password, etc., to their account, and he got angry about it? Well, she was deleting messages also, or responding as Nick to them. Go watch the video.
It's hard to breathe. I can't think. I can't concentrate. I can't eat. I can't sleep. And I know that the reason that you're doing this is because it's to teach me a lesson. It's always about learning lessons. But this one was a particularly hard one to learn. I know that you are kind and you are wise, Master, but I beg you for your forgiveness. Please, please, I can't go another day without talking to my soulmate. Please, please, please be merciful. Please forgive me. I need you to forgive me, please. I won't mess up on the tradition again. I know that I make mistakes. I'm human. I know that you're not human, but please try and understand that, yes, you're teaching me, and it takes a time for me to learn. It's not like I'm not trying. I do try. It's just sometimes I learn better by example. So instead of punishing me or yelling at me, the best way to get through and to make it stay in my brain is that we keep on doing it, the tradition, correctly, and that way I understand, and it comes like second nature, you know? And that's the way that I'll learn. So if we can do that, I'll know I can get it right. For a couple of times we had a hard time trying to get the ending right because, wait, I don't want this to go off. Okay. Because I'd always maybe not use my manners, or maybe I'd forget a certain part, like to say goodnight or something like that. But now I see that the right thing to do is to always put passion into it, and use a heart and a smiley face. And always just make sure that you're fully pleased before I log off for the day. Because that day I'm like, oh, okay, everything's fine, we did the tradition right, go about my business and as usual. And then I log back on and see that you're not happy, and I'm like, oh my god, what did I do? And then I see that you're still on, so I try and get your attention and give you the smiley face to make up for my mistake, but it was already too late. So now that I explained that, I don't want us to be like this, where it's this limbo of you being disappointed in me and me being sorry and punished, and I just want everything to go back to how it was, where we're happy and we're content and we love each other and we're all this big lovey-dovey happiness kind of thing. I miss that. Please forgive me. I can't stand another second without my soulmate. Yes, thank you for allowing me to give him reassurance and to get some in return. But I want to talk to him. I want to, have a full conversation. I don't just want reassurance. I want the pleasure and privilege of being able to talk to him. And when I mean him, I mean obviously Nick. So please, I am going crazy, and I can't imagine if I had to go another week or 2 or whatever, or God help me if you ever sentence me to a month. I think I'd go crazy. Please, I beg you, please, my master, please forgive me. Please, I'm sorry I disappointed you. I know that I'm supposed to be this perfect thing in your eyes and in Nick's eyes, but I'm not perfect. I make mistakes, but I learn from them. Please just give me a chance. You and Nick are the only two that believe that I can do anything. And I can. You guys are both great teachers, and I need you both very much. So please. Let me be with my soulmate again. Please. Please, Master. I'll do anything you want. But just don't cut me off. Don't cut me off from my love. I am blessed you teach me so much, and I know that this is tough love, but I don't like it. If I just want to be me. In my mind, I'm 13. Looking at me, you would probably think it too, but I know that my biological age is 18. But what happens when I'm 25?
Actually, she's 22 here. But what happens when I'm 24? You're 22. I can't stand this girl. She's saying, I have the mind of a 13-year-old. I know I look like it, but my mind is at 13 and I'm 18. But what happens when I'm 24 and I still get... You are, girl, you are. You lied to this man the whole time about your age. Even say your age. And, oh my God, bless his heart, he couldn't get it. Again, at some point we do need to acknowledge Nick was manipulated. And he does have a mental disability. And that should have been taken into consideration. If he would have never met her, this would have never happened with him. Regardless if he was into the whole BDSM crap before, which I don't know, maybe he was, maybe he wasn't. It doesn't change anything that you taught him more. He didn't understand it till you, girl, and that's the truth.
5. And I'm still in the mindset of a 13-year-old. I'll be completely out there honest with you. I have a doll collection. I still play with Barbies. No, I don't make them talk.
Whoa! You play with Barbies? Roll the clip back, roll that bean footage. Wait, Gypsy, Mama didn't let me play with Barbie dolls. She's saying she plays with Barbies at 22. I mean, she sucked a bottle. You know?
I just play with their hair. Because I like braiding their hair. Demona is the one that is the more sexually drived one. And therefore the most fun for you. The best way I can describe me is, yes, I'm your slave. Yes, I'm your lover. But I'm also kind of like your daughter. Because if you think about it, I'm not really a woman. Not in my mind. Demona is.
I'm not a girl, but not yet a woman. No, I can't sing. So please don't get in the comments and be like, oh my God, you can't sing. I can't sing. And my nose is so stuffed up that I can barely talk. So, no, I can't sing. The Britney Spears song. Or no, Jessica Simpson. Is it Britney Spears or Jessica Simpson? I don't even know now. My mind can't think, but I'm not a girl, but not yet a woman. Something like that, you know? I don't know. I was young when this came out. You guys, I hate cold medicine. It gives me this brain fog and I'm just tired. Okay, we're almost done with this and I want to go to the next one. And then we're going to talk about how Gypsy's on People magazine in her, you know, quiet life that she says she wants. You know, she's dealt with social media and no more contracts and getting in the spotlight and attention, but yet gives People magazine. So dumb. This girl will never change. I'm going to say it to you, Gypsy. You are a coward. A coward. Predictable and dumb. Absolutely. You do something, you get caught, you run, you hide. I just want a private, quiet life. You guys got what you want. I'm not going to be on social media no more. I don't get to have a TV show no more. You got what you want. Leave me alone. Then I come back. I'm going to be like a cockroach. I'm never going away, and I'm going to bug the crap out of them. I'm here to stay. Nobody's running me off social media. If they're going to make money off my name, so will I. You're making money off your crime, you idiot. And Dan Patterson, What are you doing in the comments of content creators? What are you doing emailing them? What are you doing defending this girl? And also defending her making money on this. He's defending that. You guys can say it again that Dan Patterson wasn't paid off, but he was. This makes no sense. And the people there should be livid that he is even around their community. Oh my God. Anyways, sorry.
That's why I'm so happy to be with Nick, because he's like me. You know, we have the heart of a child, and we understand each other, and we don't judge. But I guess what I'm asking you is, can I be both a child and a woman? At the same time? But I can learn. I learn from your teachings, and I learn what you want me to learn. Ego, I want you to know that you have made such an incredible difference in my life. Before I didn't have very much discipline. That's why I kind of got away with a lot of stuff. But now that I have you in my life...
Well, ain't she saying the truth there? I kind of got away with a lot of stuff. Girl, you got away with everything. You even said that. Nobody ever held you accountable. Not even your mama. I'm going to say this again because it makes so much sense. How are you never held accountable for all your wrongs? If you're being abused. Make it make sense. Be so for real.
I feel like I'm on the right track. You're a very, very, very good master, even though sometimes I think that you're being a little too hard on me. I know that it's for a good reason. You're trying to instill... Hi, my master. You asked me to make this video. I'm so sorry that I've been such a horrible girlfriend. I'm so sorry that I've made so many mistakes. But please, don't take Nick away from me. You have no idea what it's like to find your soulmate and then be faced with almost losing them. I can't. Everyone...
Dude, this is so cringy and so embarrassing. Oh my gosh. I would run and hide too, but she's still on Instagram. She's not going to go back to TikTok because TikTok is too toxic. TikTok figured her out. Instagram is still in denial, like Facebook. She's just in denial herself. But this is so cringy. Another sorry. This pattern is just beyond. Whoa. Let's get to the one part I want you to guys see. Just hold on.
else leaves me.
I'm gonna show you this part though. As she's looking and looking at the, oh my gosh. Be so for real right now that you're serious, Gypsy. My God.
But please don't take Nick away from me. You have no idea what it's like to find your soulmate and then be faced with almost losing them. I can't. Everyone else leaves me. I don't understand it. What is wrong with me that nobody can love me? And he's the only one that does. I can't lose him, so please forgive me. I swear I won't freak out again. I mean that I said. I'm sorry for everything wrong that I did. I'll be better, I promise.
Now you're going to see it shut off and her instantly click to Demona.
Demona has something she wants to
say. Psychopath. Psycho killer.
Master, please believe Gypsy when she says that she is sorry, that she won't freak out and do anything wrong again. She loves Nick.
Nick keeps asking, are the freakouts going to get less, dear? And he is like, not even as sane as she is. And he's begging, is the freakouts going to be less, dear? Let's not forget that she also lied to Nick, saying that when she contacted his girlfriend contacted her and was warning her, and we've seen this in her book and her say it 1,000 times. His ex contacted her and warned her how dangerous he was, and he was an evil, bad person. In reality, that was never said. We have proof of that now. That is not what was said. She told Gypsy he was a player. I don't know what's on this Christian dating for free site, but he's a player. You guys, I'm sorry, but I don't get. The point is, I'm going off. The point is, he never was dangerous or evil and into all this stuff that Gypsy claimed. She was just making him sound bad, trying to make it seem like he was abusive to her, just like she tried doing to Ryan. She tried to sell that narrative that Ryan was too, and Lifetime wouldn't let her do it. They called her out and played the video. But yeah, let me get to one more clip, and then we're going to talk about her on People Magazine and Brie. And credit to Becca Scoops. Carolina Girl _75, I think, is her username. I'm sorry if I get it wrong. Carolina Girl, I'm trying to remember. I'm positive that's her username, but I'll make sure. If not, I'll put it up on the screen. She sent Becca these videos, so let's listen to this really fast because it's interesting what she says here.
Mostly for medical purposes, and you know, this person, whoever it is, I think it's a fake name. Decides to say, post publicly on this website, you know, why donate to this girl when she does this? She doesn't seem ill to me. And then it had my picture. And I have 107 likes on that page. So that means 107 people saw that picture. I am mortified because my grandmother probably saw that picture. Well, she's not my actual grandmother, but we kind of like a God-given grandmother. She's like.
So here.
So what she's speaking about is on their Gyp Rose whatever account where they get money donated and they asked for fundraising and GoFundMe and for her medical expenses, etc. Well, somebody posts a risque photo on her page that says, why y'all donating to somebody who does this? She doesn't look too ill to me. Now, I haven't seen the photo. Go to Becca Scoops to listen to her commentary on this. And yeah, I agree. Why? So she's embarrassed because it pretty much shows that she's busted. Yeah, and she doesn't like that. And I think that on top of Deedee being fed up, I mean, I'd be fed up after getting shot too, you know? I don't blame Deedee. She says that in her own words. So, okay, I'm done. I'm zipping it.
Everybody from my godfather, friends, family, everybody saw that picture. And, you know, I know that my mom's trying to cover it up by saying, well, somebody was mean and
There you go. Deedee covering up again, just like she did when she shot her. Deedee says somebody in a parking lot did it. And I will say, what would we not do for our child? I, however, probably wouldn't. I don't know, man. I do a lot for my kids. I do. She didn't want Gypsy in trouble. It was her and Gypsy, you know. She didn't have family to support her. She had a piece of crap ex who didn't do anything, who even said he ran from his responsibilities like a little witch. Add the B, replace the B with that W. And always looked up to Deedee because she didn't. He didn't give her a choice. She didn't have a choice. Deedee didn't have a choice. She did. Deedee could have gave her up. Deedee could have not raised her just the same, Gypsy, but she didn't. She raised you, and she loved you and coddled you, and that is the reason you are the way you are. She spoiled you rotten. Spoiled you. You were in on the con, you were in on the scams. Your mother did not medically now, and because even Sheena and them are going now with the whole narrative, even if it wasn't medical abuse. Yeah, we know, Sheena. We know. I'm so tired of that, y'all.
well, somebody was mean and it was photoshopped or something like that to kind of cover my reputation because, you know, those pictures get out and I want to become a famous artist someday. I don't want that to be held over my head and be like, oh, you're this big, great, famous artist. Oh.
You guys, did you hear her singing? Did you guys get the memo on those two songs that Into the Weeds released? She is determined to be famous. Doesn't matter how. And she is now. Even though it's infamous, she loves the attention. Although Bree says she doesn't like that attention. We'll get into that. I gotta hurry.
Look at naked pictures of you. Haha, I could blackmail you with it. And, it could be Dan. It could be his girlfriend. I don't know. They seem pretty pissed at me. After I explained to this girl, this woman, whatever, that I don't want him back. I'm not a threat to his, relationship. I'm not.
Okay, so now, and who knows what the truth is of this? Because she's a pathological liar.
So isn't that crazy how she's like, oh, Dan, it was Dan or his girlfriend, because there's, Dan's girlfriend is so intimidated by that. Look at that. Look at that. If you ask me, I think Deedee has just leashed out on her as far as embarrassed that she would send photos like that out. That's what I think. She covered for her when she sent them to her daddy too and blamed it on the neighbor Aaliyah. Yeah, look at her there. I think she's been crying. I think she took a little happy pill. Yeah, she looks like she's a little, like, she went skiing just on opioids and stuff. Allegedly for entertainment and educational purposes only. I just took Dayquil, so that can make me, it makes me really, I hate cold medication with a passion. Anywho, I'm doing less chit chat. I am chatting, but I'm trying really good to be good, y'all. But look at that face. You're going to tell me His girlfriend's intimidated by you, Gypsy? Get the flip out of here. He never even claimed you as his girlfriend. How embarrassing is that? Okay.
You know, if those pictures get out and I want to become a famous artist someday, I don't want that to be held over my head and be like, oh, you're this big, great, famous artist. Oh, look at naked pictures of you. Haha, I could blackmail you with it.
She admits there are naked pictures of you. What was she?
And, it could be Dan. It could be his girlfriend. I don't know. They seem pretty pissed at me. After I explained to this girl, this woman, whatever, that I don't want him back. I'm not a threat to his...
We know that's a lie, though. She asked Nick the night of the act if she could sleep with Dan. She was feeling horny. And she just couldn't help herself. And she asked to meet him. And she was going to. At the cupcake shop, y'all. Supposedly he didn't show up. Did he? Didn't he? I don't know. I know she ignored Nick for quite a while. Quite a few times. Again, I think she saw him. Maybe. I mean, let's just say what if. She could have. But you'll never convince me that she wasn't already involved in the act before Nick got there and Deedee was already half gone by the time Nick got there. That you'll never. That's my opinion. Allegedly for entertainment and educational purposes only. You will not convince me otherwise. Mm-mm. And if she wasn't, then she stood in there with him and leashed out the most angry rage, and he watched it. Yeah. Anywho,
Is y'all relationship. I'm not. And you know, I want to be friends, but not no more. It's war now. If it's him, it's war. If it's her, it's war. And then the same person sends the link of the profile with the picture in a message to my mom, but my mom has strict filtering on her messages, so I was able to intercept the message before she was able to read it to know that it was a profile.
I have always said Gypsy had control of all their Facebook messages, accounts, etc. Always. She just admits she intercepted it before Mama could see it, so how? How is Deedee so controlling, so abusive, that you have time to make these videos full voice, naked, in your mom's bed, in your living room, in the bathroom, everywhere but your room, and you're being tied to the bed, chained up, forced to pee in a bucket and starved? Get out of here. Anybody who believes this at this point, you... Sorry, I had to tell the grandkids goodnight. I know how some people just hate us speak of family. Must be a Gypsy Rose stan. I'm just kidding.
File. So I explained it away by being like, well, it was taken 5 years ago. I made it. I sent it to Dan, and he clearly either sent it to, I guess, a buddy, or he shared it, or he's the one that posted it to blackmail me or whatever, or try to ruin my reputation.
Now we all know it wasn't 5 years ago. Yeah. If she was doing it back at 5 years ago, that would have put her like 17. I'm sorry, I got the hiccups. And she could have been. But we know that the pew pew that happened like the year she met Nick, so just saying. My grandson came back in for a last kiss again. Sorry. Alright, let's listen. Sorry.
She bought the whole thing. I'm happy about that. So, I mean, I wasn't about to throw us under the bus and be like, well, yeah, I'm seeing, you know, a guy that 2 years ago talked me into having a BDSM relationship with him. You know, that's the kind of lifestyle I live now. And that picture was like taken the day before yesterday. You know, that's the last thing that I'd want to do. I throw myself under the bus before I throw us under the bus. So what I'm trying to say is I took up for us again. I took the heat for us again. Not only for the mistake that I made with the picture, but of course the mistake that I made with Aaliyah being on my other Facebook that you had to delete too. So it's like,
For those
So she had Nick delete Aaliyah. She had to take the heat again for their mistake. Because Nick wanted a BDSM relationship. That she's taught him. Watch these videos. They are instructional videos. She has taught him, just like the color the colors of the collars that she wears, the chokers. She's teaching him. White is like starter. Pink is a level up. I think, whatever. She's trying to get to the last color, right? I think it's black. I don't know. I could care less about any of that. That's whatever. That has nothing to do with it. She taught him the safe word, but yet loves to turn it and manipulate him into thinking it's his fault that she posted pictures. What? Why would you post them? Why wouldn't you just send them like you do in the videos and everything else? You were doing this with Dan also. That was testified in court. But Nick don't know this, you know? How sad. I really can't, you guys. I cannot.
per profile is a good idea, and that's only for us to communicate. Other than that, having more than one, people are gonna try and ruin me and ruin us, and it's gonna interrupt with our relationship, and it's gonna, you know, my mom could only give me so many chances. And, you know, I had a big long talk with my mom last night, and that's why I wasn't on a lot last night, because I was talking with my mom. And basically we were just talking, and I'm like, I apologize for taking the naked pictures whenever I was like 15, you know,
Naked.
because I Demona did actually, but
Demona
she doesn't
did.
really.
Do you guys hear her when she was 15? Demona did? Now, when she met Nick, she was 18. So what are you talking about? Am I in like the Twilight Zone here? Because I don't get this. This is cray-cray. Cray-cray. I don't get it. I do not get it.
She doesn't even believe in a two-personality kind of disorder. Or whatever it is. And so I had to take the heat for it. You know, it hurt having my mom say that she wished she had aborted me whenever she had the chance. That hurt.
Not nice.
But then later, whenever we made up, And we ended the argument. She's like, well, would you want to have given birth to a slut that showed her body all over the internet and was basically flirting and being a whore with every guy that would look at her?
Now,
I don't know if this was said, but I'm going to say I don't believe this. I believe Deedee said, I'm embarrassed that you're acting like a slut and a whore, showing your body. I do believe that. I do not ever think Deedee would say she wished she would have aborted her, because she didn't. She adored. She could have did that. She does that. And anywho, I disagree. Again, do I know? No, I don't. But I don't think Deedee said that to her. I think Deedee did tell her, you need to you need to control yourself. This is disgusting and embarrassing, and you're not going to do this living under my roof. That's what I think. That's exactly what I think. I think Deedee was being pushed so far, in my opinion, and this just, not the shooting, but this took Deedee out. I believe it.
Back 5 years ago, and I'm like, no, I wouldn't want my daughter to turn out like that. So I can understand where you're coming from with that. But she did say that she was sorry for saying that she wished I had never been born.
that's good.
All I know is that who you're turning me into is something that she would hate. That's why she can never know about our secret lifestyle. She can never know how I enjoy being a slave to you. And it's not that I enjoy being a slave in general, because if it was anyone else, I'd tell them to fuck off and that they're arrogant asses, because, no one should be subjected to being humiliated. However, since you are my soulmate,
She's grooming and manipulating him. That's what she's doing. I'm sorry, that's what she's doing right there. She's grooming and manipulating him. That's it. So annoying.
and I just don't want to end up like my mom, where my dad used to hit her and be mean to her, and then he'd just say, I'm sorry. She forgave him, and then he found another girl, and then he left us. And I don't want that to happen to me. I don't want us to get married, and then us have a child, and then you find another woman, and then you leave us. Because it's hard being a daughter. Like, your father doesn't care, because he doesn't. He left. He cared about me instead. And it just feels like everyone wants to leave me because I drive people away. It's who I am. I have my hard times, and then there are people that can't handle it. And sometimes my mom, she wants to leave me. She wants to kick me out or whatever. She doesn't want me anymore there.
What? Wait a minute. Whoa.
Yeah, thought you couldn't leave. Thought you were forced to stay there. Your mama confined you to that wheelchair and that house, even as an adult. Lord, bless it. Bless it. So we will get to the voice messages tomorrow. I have a lot of videos to catch up and make. So, this right here, again, and I'll get to the whole Bree getting the account for 9.2 million, but on Bree's Live, Gypsy's still going forward with the podcast. Yeah. People did do an article. I'll get into that in her showing photos. I'll get into that tomorrow too. Just too much info to put into the video, and you know how my videos are. But what I will say is people are dropping like flies from, and they were before. But Bree thinking, she said this is nice since she's broke, and this, she stops herself. And I'll play the video, but she's insinuating this is going to be a nice change, and this is a nice way for Gypsy to repay her, basically, is what she was saying. Well, everybody's like, I didn't follow you. Shame on you, Gypsy. It's illegal to do that. And if these people that are still following you, supporting you, and your supporters, shame on you. You used them. You set this all up before you got out of prison. You don't care. Again, I'll say it 1,000 times. You are a coward. You don't care that you have all these people believe in you and trust you and think you're this good person that, you know what? You know how many people didn't believe me who have knocked me down over and over and over again with my trauma and what happened with me. And I'm still here. Literally, like, hard to hold your head up and walk through a community like her little community, because you know the lies I've been told about you and what they believe. And then the people who do believe you know what you went through, and that shame is there too. Trying to hold your head high and look past it and still push. You can't do that because you're a coward and you're not a survivor. And you never will be. But look at this right here, y'all. This disgusting human being is going to talk to survivors. It's still happening. And Bree got gifted from Gypsy too on the TikTok account. And Bria says it doesn't matter. That's her account. Pretty much that's her pay, for supporting Gypsy. And loses so many accounts that she chose to lose because she can't control her emotions and her anger. So get those text messages out, Bree, and show them. I don't care who said what at this point. I could care less. At the end of the day, she took her mother's life and lied to everybody about the medical abuse. It never happened in Dan Patterson. I will show that tomorrow too. This man is out here supporting criminals, profiting off of their victims and their crimes. Wow, Gypsy. And on that note, I'm going to leave you with this beautiful Christmas gift. It's like a bucket of coal.
I wish you would be here. It'd be so nice to hold you and kiss you. Make love. I can't wait. Seems like forever. But I do see you every night in my dreams. It's almost like I can touch you, feel your heartbeat. If you were here with me, I'd have you sing me to sleep, cuddle with me. I'd love that. To feel your lips would be the most amazing feeling in the world. Well, I guess I should probably dream of you now. And let you get to dreaming about me. So, I love and adore you, my darling soulmate. And I will see you in my dreams. Good night, my love.
It's disgusting. Is she in Deedee's bed or is she laying in the floor by Deedee's bed? It's definitely nighttime. Or she's just got all the windows closed and making it look nighttime. But she doesn't have a top on and she's nude. I can't. You can't make this stuff up. And she has a child. And y'all were telling me that it's all good. She took a life. She took her mother's life. She was never abused. That mom spoiled her rotten. They scammed the system. They were getting caught. Deedee was kicking her out. I do believe that. That part, I absolutely do believe now. I think Deedee was fed up. Deedee was definitely sick. And we've seen the videos of Deedee laughing. I don't know. But again, it just gets crazier and crazier. Thank you, Into the Weeds. Thank you, 1980 Millennial, Audaciously Audrey, Becca Scoops, and Reddit, you snarkers. Thank you guys. I love you guys. I'm getting to this here because I have a lot to make up. But this is where I'm at right now. And I'm sick at my stomach, I'll be honest. It's disturbing. And this girl sets a plays in our faces, and now she's out on People magazine getting articles written about her, and she's posted all this, I want a private life. She just doesn't want social media, Bree says. She said she just wants her quiet life. Yet posts on Instagram, she just don't want TikTok because she's getting caught out. She can't take the heat. That's all it is. She can't take the heat. Sorry, you guys. My extensions are bugging the crap out of me. I kind of got ripped off on these. And I'm so irritated. I'm going to have to wear these until... Oh my gosh. I'm sad. If I could give the review a 0, I would. But will Amazon do anything? No. Probably not. Anywho. Yes, I get them on Amazon. They're way cheaper. But, yeah, these are horrible extensions. Horrible. Oh my god. Anywho, went off on a tangent because I see her wigs, okay? Anywho, you guys, I am getting off here. And we'll continue tomorrow. I'm going to start making videos in the morning. You'll probably see a few tomorrow. Yep, you will. We're going to get caught up. Because there's a lot. Alright, if you like this, let me know in the comments below. Let me know your opinions. Please like, subscribe, hype. It helps my channel so much. I appreciate you guys. I hope you had an amazing Christmas. Hope you had a blessed Christmas. And I just want to say thank you to everybody who has been here and supported me. I love you guys. You're the best. So, yeah. You know how I feel, and it's not changing. This is scary. This is scary that this woman walks a bit among us. Yeah. She is. And to be continued. I'll see you in the next video, you guys. Be safe out there. Don't be a Gypsy Rose. Don't be a Bree. Don't be a Sheena. Just don't. I love you guys. See you in the next video. Good night.